Hello and welcome back. I'm here with Plattecon Chair Jacob James. How are you today, Jacob?
I'm fine, Hillary. How are you?
I'm doing okay. So, what exactly is Plattecon?
Plattecon is a gaming and anime convention that we've had for about 27 years now. We have numerous types of games ranging from RPG games to Magic cards, any other kind of card games, land games, video games, and other special events. We have artists and vendors who will come to the con.
Okay. What are these other events? Are they like special events?
We have special events. We have Foam Sword and Shield, which has been popular for a couple of years now.
What is that?
It's basically as what it sounds. It's a couple of different foam swords and shields, and basically they'll compete against one another, just battling one another. We usually host it in the Pioneer Athletic Center on one of the studios.
Okay. What other special events are there?
We have Dork Nerd Geek, who is coming in as a special guest. He's been with us for a couple years now. They have done various podcasts, and they'll post it online, and they'll probably, when they come, they will be hosting several game sessions, and then just have people listening to podcasts.
Okay. I heard you have a special artist, too?
Yes, we have Terry Pavlett, I believe this is the second year now he's been with us. And he has done several artwork pieces, especially for Warner Brothers and a couple other different comics-related stuff. So he is fairly big, but he has gladly decided to come this year.
Okay. What is one of your favorite things about Plattecon?
I think it's not just one thing, it's a lot of different things, and especially different things that have come up. For example, last year, it was kind of a sad thing when we lost Katie Binning, who was one of the artists who was coming constantly to our con, but we held a very good memorial thing for her on the Saturday, and a lot of people did appreciate the artwork that she's in. But I also was hosting a game session, which was a different experience for me. And just the friendly atmosphere. There's most people who come to these cons are pretty friendly and sociable. So.
Okay. So Plattecon is a gaming and anime convention. How does it somewhat compare to something like Comic-Con?
We're not as big as Comic-Con. We've had about 300 people come. Now, the other thing is, for example, last weekend, it was Anime Milwaukee. We're not that big into the anime. We have an anime viewing room, and those who are anime enthusiasts have come and to see what anime stuff we have to offer. But one of our vendors who is coming is a anime vendor, so she's becoming, her name's Stacy Powell, and part of an anime club.
Okay. Do people dress up?
Yes.
Yeah?
And it is encouraged to dress up. And this year's theme is actually Year of the Mafia, 1920s and 1940s. So
hence the outfit?
Yes.
Nice, nice.
So it is definitely encouraged to come.
Okay, and what other types of places have you been with Plattecon? Like, where is it being held?
This year is being held in the Pioneer Student Center. In the past, we've had it there, although because we're expanding, we tried to move the Velzy Commons. We just didn't have it this year, but perhaps next year we will get it, and it'll be a lot bigger.
Okay. Who can all come to this con?
Anybody's able to come. Even if you're not as into gaming as some other people have come, or into anime as some other people come, it's definitely encouraged for you to come and try it and to see what the con is about. Who knows, you'll find that this is actually more interesting than some people have told you. So.
Okay, so is it like super, super nerdy, or are there things that will be there for people who like playing the game of Monopoly or something?
There's It has some nerdiness to it, but at the same time, you do have people who will play just apples to apples game sessions, mafia sessions, simple card games. I know there's been, especially with the video game tournaments, they probably have various games that even if you're not as into gaming, that your Call of Duty or your Street Fighter or whatever else, people have had tournaments and people can play in a video game room to do that.
What type of clubs are a part of this?
The two clubs that are part of this is the Platteville Gaming Association, aka PGA, and we also have our Society of Platteville Anime and Manga Maniacs, also known as SPAM. And I believe we have the Foam Sword and Shield, Bellagarth is hosting it, so.
Okay, so where else, if we had to figure out more information or contact somebody, where would we go?
We have a Plattecon site, which is plattecon.com, and we also have, since last year, have a Facebook page that we can go to, and we try to update both of those to give more information about the con and just things that have changed. And actually, if you have gone around town or on campus, we have various posters and flyers that have where to go and that information.
Okay, and finally, what date is it?
The dates for the con is Friday, February 28th through the Sunday, March 2nd.
Okay.
So the times will be 4 p.m. on the Friday, Saturday at 8 a.m., and Sunday at 9 p.m.
Okay. Thank you very much for coming, and we do appreciate you coming in and talking to us today. But when we come back, we'll see a cheese biscuit recipe so good that it actually made Oprah cry with delight.